Hey, what's up? This is Malia Araya. I have not been on for a while. I'm trying to fix the camera. Squishmallow! Let me bring my Squishmallow. What's up, everybody? This is Stuffy, Squishmallow. I wanted to talk about my tonsillectomy experience. I meant to do this video a while ago, but it actually was a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be. So if you're here to learn about my tonsillectomy experience and you're an adult, I am 31 years old. I had my tonsillectomy back in October of 2021, on October 1st. And initially, I was told it could take 2 to 3 weeks to recover. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm only going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. It's not going to be that bad. But in reality, I was out for a month and a half. I didn't have it in me. My voice was, my throat was hurting for a month. Extreme amount of pain. The first week, of course. I do not remember the first few days because I was on so much painkillers. So here's the deal. So here's what I learned, and I'm going to share this with you. So days 1 through 3 were easy. I didn't have a problem. Obviously I wasn't eating very much at all. I was on a lot of painkillers. I don't remember it hurting that bad. For some reason, I woke up on I think it was day 4 or 5, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling much better. I literally laid in bed for 3 days straight, and maybe 4 days straight, and on the 5th day, I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna make my bed. And I tried to get myself moving, and I've never had surgery like this before. I've had my wisdom teeth pulled out, but honestly, that was so easy. It was really simple that was an easy recovery for me. The tonsillectomy on days, so 5, the 5th day was like a tricky day. It was like, oh, I tricked you. You thought she was gonna be fine. And then day 6 happened. The absolute worst pain I've ever had. Day 6, 7, and 8. Horrible. I cried. I was crying on and off. It was terrible. I couldn't eat anything. I was really hungry. I couldn't eat anything, and basically all I did, what got me through was ice water. I would put water bottles in the freezer and then just take them out and drink ice cold water in my throat. And I want to be super honest, because I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen recent videos of tonsillectomies. My tonsillectomy was delayed for over 8 months because of COVID, and I had actually chronic tonsillitis for a year, 13 months. I had chronic tonsillitis. I was on antibiotics every 2 weeks. It was absolute hell. I would get inflamed lymph nodes. My neck would hurt. I would have this weird pain back here, all the way back, and then my tonsils would just look like chicken nuggets. I just called them chicken nuggets because they were just chicken nuggets. And for a while I blamed it on hot Cheetos, but I don't know why I got chronic tonsillitis, honestly. I did a beach shoot and I was in the ocean, and then I felt like a scratchy feeling in my throat, and then ever since then it was like I had eaten hot Cheetos that night, and I blamed it on the hot Cheetos, so I don't eat hot Cheetos anymore, even though they're delicious. Anyways, so I had to be really mindful of the food that I was eating and consuming while I had chronic tonsillitis, because I don't handle dairy well, and that was a trigger food. So basically the doctors would be like, oh, you just have to stay away from triggering foods. And for me, I'm very sensitive, but I love to eat. I love dairy, pizza, pizza's delicious. It would not limit the food that I was eating, and that didn't help me. Anyways, so I got the surgery finally, thankfully. I would say the first 10 days are really bad, horrible. And I didn't start actually feeling more energized until the second week, which is after 14 days. Okay, that was weird. It just went black and turned off. So hopefully I have space on my phone. But what I was saying was, ideally you should have somebody around to help you, monitor you, because you can hemorrhage from this. Like, there are serious things that can happen if you're not paying attention. If you're eating food that you shouldn't be eating, like, stay away from crunchy foods, any foods that could like take the scabs off. By the way, those are disgusting. It was like white scabs in the back. Horrible, horribly disgusting. I was so terrified, so I was very careful. I always had ice water. It took, actually, I feel like it took me a while to get rid of the, like, for the scabs to fall off, honestly. So basically, for about 10 or 11 days, I just had ice cream. Literally, ice cream was saving my life. Not the dairy one, though, because I obviously have a dairy issue. But I had like almond milk ice cream, and then sorbet was like, I know you're not supposed to have like sour stuff. Definitely don't have any spicy shit. Oh my God. I made that mistake because I had started to be able to eat real food, and I went and ordered a bunch of food that I couldn't. It took me like 4 days to eat all of it because it was way too much. I didn't have, I wasn't eating, so I couldn't eat that much. But they had put like paprika or like some kind of spice on the avocado toast, and I ate it. I took one bite. It burned my throat so bad. So I was like, damn, that would have been good, but I couldn't eat it. So be very careful with spicy foods, with crunchy foods that could potentially rip the scabs off, because that's how people have to go get sent back. Apparently they tell you all this like over and over again, like they did for me. I did the anesthesia, so I got put to sleep. Fantastic. The hydrocodone, I was living off that. Every time I ate, honestly, for the first 10 days, I took a chug of hydrocodone, and then I ate something because it hurt so bad to swallow the food. Even if it was like ice cream, it hurt so bad. And I would, as I mentioned, cry like a little baby. But eventually I got through it, and it was really, it was more mental and emotional for me because I'm used to being strong and taking care of myself, and for the first time in a long time I had to admit to myself that I maybe needed help, and I was being super stubborn, and I didn't ask anybody. I was like, I'm gonna do this, mostly because I didn't have anybody around that wanted to be around, so to help me. And it is what it is, it happens. So I went through a really emotional, spiritual, and mental battle during that time, which was about a month and a half, and actually it was very transformative for me, beyond just the surgery, which I was thinking about today, because I was like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to do this video a while ago, but I didn't, so I'm doing it now. I was just thinking, I was like, my God, I haven't had to do any antibiotics, and if you've been on antibiotics, it fucks your stomach up very bad. It just fucks your stomach up. And then for women, you can get yeast infections and all these other wonderful side effects, which I got for over a year. It was just a lot of pain living with that. So I'm very thankful that I got the tonsil surgery. I do recommend it if you are dealing with chronic tonsillitis or issues in your tonsil stones or whatever. Just take the tonsils out. It's gonna take about 2 weeks, so if you have 2 weeks to just heal, and don't do anything for the first week, I think that's what they say, or 10 days or something. Like, literally don't do anything. Go at your own pace, drink a lot of water. That's like the most important thing. Like, drink ice water. Just drink water. Drink as much water as you can. I think that's what helped me, because I got through it. And honestly, I do have like, this is how I can tell that I'm not fully recovered, because I do have like a weird ear, I don't know what's going on, but I have like I had an earache a few weeks ago, which I never had before. I've never had an earache since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to get a lot of earaches. Now I don't, but I had one, which was odd. And then my vocal cords just get tired because I talk a lot. And I wasn't able to talk as much as I wanted to before, but now I'm like, game time, baby. I'm an actor. I'm about to go out and crush it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like getting used to my voice again and talking and stuff, and trying to remember that I'm still healing from that. So yeah, I hope this video helps. feel like I was all over the place, but I feel like I gave pretty good information. Drink a ton of water. Try to have somebody around to help you get your mushy foods like Jell-O. I tried oatmeal, you know, it got hard, so I couldn't really eat that because I was afraid it was going to take the scabs off. So definitely, you know, treat yourself. Have ice cream. You're not feeling well. You're recovering. Eat some fucking ice cream. Yogurt, if you can handle yogurt. Obviously yogurt. Get your vitamins in. Try to be healthy, but understand your body is healing. You're gonna lose weight. I dropped like 10 pounds. I still haven't gained it all back. It is what it is. How much do I weigh now? I think I gained back like 5 pounds of it, of the 10 pounds I lost. Whatever. Let's see, what else? Do. Rest, recover, rejuvenate, be thankful. I hope this video helps people who are thinking of getting a tonsillectomy. I did. I'm very thankful that I don't have to take antibiotics every day. Oh my God, that was horrible. I was in and out of the ER. It was just infections all the time. It was terrible. But yes, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I would love to answer. I might do a follow-up if I get enough people wanting me to talk anything else about this surgery. Understand that it's a mental, emotional, spiritual